Which of the weekly dividend ETFs are actually worth holding in this insane market? Welcome back, guys. Today we are covering our update where I invested $100 into each of the weekly paying dividend ETFs. And of course, we've been tracking their progress for 27 weeks now, which is absolutely insane to think about. So we have some crazy ups, some crazy downs, some crazy big dividends this week as well. And I'm sure you guys are as pumped as I am to find out what has performed the best. But we have some insane news that we're going to cover in just a moment because there are some shifting things happening and this account is going to be impacted by them for sure. So as always, if you guys are interested in income ETFs and making money in the stock market, don't forget to like the video and to subscribe so you never miss an update. Thank you guys so much. We're going to roll that intro. So what is this big news? Well, we're down ever so slightly in the account, but we are up $10 today, and our cash is currently sitting at $78.05. Well, the big news is this account is going to change very drastically. No, I'm not selling everything. The Defiance ETFs are being converted back to monthly payers. Absolutely crazy. They have been some of the worst performers so far, and I'm not bummed about this. I think this will be really good for Defiance in the long run. I think it's a better play. Maybe they think that the options are going to have better. I don't know. I don't know why they're doing it. They're just doing it, and I can't say that I blame them. I will be tracking how they do following converting back to monthly because that might be something people are interested in, but what am I going to do? Well, I will be selling all my positions of just Defiance. And we are going to be dollar cost averaging down. Hopefully one share of everything roughly is what my goal is. Of course, that is except YieldMax, and ULTY that are all already dripping. So we are going to pull that money out, divide it up, and hopefully make it work with the cash that we have on hand. The only thing I'm not going to be buying more of is the weekly T-bill, WEEK, because it's $100 a share, and we just don't have the money to do that quite yet. But I'm excited for this week. I'm excited for what's moving forward. I will be honest, I was bummed about the market. Overall, I'm really excited to be investing a ton of money right now when the market is low. Even if it does go lower, I'm prepared to just continually buy. And that's just my outlook on things. I was definitely bummed at the beginning, but this is the first crazy market that I've been in where I'm really feeling happy about the opportunities instead of just bummed about the losses that I've sustained over the past couple of months. So with all that being said, let's jump into our first position, IWMY by Defiance. We did have one more weekly payment. I'm not sure when it is going to fully convert to monthly, so let's talk about it. It's down 32.5%. Also, I'm going to move a little bit quicker through today's video. There's so many of these now that I don't have a lot of time to cover absolutely everything without making these an hour long. But we can see 3 shares, average cost of $34.61. Currently, it's trading for $23.34, which is just tough. The chart is ugly. A lot of the Defiance ETFs look like this. I am bummed that WDTE is converting from weekly. That one has been, it was the best performer in the account last week. It might still be the best performer in the account. We're going to find out here very, very soon. That shocked me, but it is top 2 or top 3 usually every single week. So IWMY, the AUM has fallen to 94 million. I do imagine these are going to dip quite a bit because they're not going to be weekly anymore. And that's not great, so we might watch these fall pretty heavily. And maybe I should sell out of them right now, but let me know what you guys think. Should I sell all Defiance right away? Should I hold them until they switch? Let me know in the comments below. Dividend yield of 110%. Not sustainable, and this market has just been beating these up, although it seemed like last week was a decent week. Last couple of dividends, we had 32 cents. We had 32 cents again, the exact same, which is interesting. Then we had 31 cents. And 28 cents. The dividends have been good from all of the Defiance ETFs. They've been bumping them up quite nicely, or at least they haven't been letting them fall. And I don't know the strategy behind that, but they've been maintaining a little bit better. Let's jump into ticker QQQY. A little bit better than IWMY, but a similar boat where it is down 29%. We have an average cost of $34.37 and a current price of $24.33, and we have 3 shares of this. Oof. These just hurt. AUM a bit bigger at 123 million and a dividend yield of 90%, which is again just not, you can't keep that up. It's just not possible. The last couple of dividends we had 28.5 cents, 28.7 cents, almost 29 cents. And we had 27.5 and lastly 25 cents. So similar pattern to IWMY, but still falling ever so slightly. Now, WDTE, we have to talk about it. It's been such a solid performer out of all these weekly paying dividend ETFs, and I'm so surprised by that. It's still very beaten up. I'm not even going to lie. It's down 23.23%. We have an average cost of 42.18. Currently, it's at 32.38. We only have 2 shares of this one. Of course, I only buy 2 shares of the one that performs the best because that's just my luck, I guess. But it also has dropped significantly less than the others. Going from 46 to 32 is still quite a drop, but the others have gone from like 46 to 22, 24, which is insane. AUM is low, 60 million, and a dividend yield of 57%, a lot more realistic. And this thing has just been pumping out smaller dividends, but holding its NAV so much better. So if you are more of an investor like myself, I love income investing, but I like my NAV to be stable. I don't want to watch my account dropping. I just don't like it. I don't like having to reinvest. And it seems like that's what a lot of these weekly payers, you kind of have to do. You have to reinvest, and you still get some good returns sometimes, but definitely not in this market. Last couple of dividends, we had 32.25 cents. We had 32.3 cents, and we had 31 cents and 28.5 cents. So again, solid dividends. I'm curious to see if WDTE comes out on top this week, just like it did last week. Now into our RoundHill funds, and I will say RoundHill took a beating this week. I don't think any of them survived the last week, I will say. We can see it's down 30%. We have an average cost of 44.36 and a current price of 30.86. So again, it's down pretty big. I mean, it just doesn't look good, guys. It doesn't look good at all. AUM of 116 million and a dividend yield of 26%. It's a lot higher than that. It's around 40 to 50%, but I don't know. I have this in my Roth, and I might be selling it soon to put the money elsewhere because I don't know. What are you guys doing? Are you investing in any of these? Do you hold RDTE in any of your accounts? Because my retirement account is getting beat up, and maybe I should move that money into some of the inverse YieldMax funds that have been performing super, super well. Last couple of distributions, 32.5 cents per share. Then we had 19 cents a share, 32 cents a share, and 25 cents a share, 24.5. Now remember, the dividends on Moomoo are exactly per 1 share. And the dividends I'm going to pull up on our spreadsheet at the end that tracks overall progress is going to be per $100 invested, roughly. And as always, if you guys like Moomoo, check out my link down below to get some insanely free perks. They've been giving away a bunch of stuff. They have a bunch of challenges you can do. And I've really fallen in love with this brokerage. I will say that. Of course, I use it once a week. I don't trade often, but I use it once a week for the updates, and it gets you your data fast. It gets the tickers on here quickly. Every new weekly payer is on here. You can buy them all the time, and I love it. I absolutely love it. So, little plug for me, helps the channel out, helps me do these challenges, especially when they're down a couple $100. It kind of hurts, and it helps me convince the fiance to let me keep the YouTube up and running. Just kidding. She loves it. But anyways, let's jump into our next performer, a big bummer, but QDTE. Okay, I thought it was down worse. It's actually not as bad as I thought. It's down 26.52%. We have an average cost of $42.39 and a current price of $31.15. So, not great by any means, but I thought it was down 30%, and I was really bummed because I never thought it would get that bad. But again, look at this chart. I mean, I don't know if I can hold any of the RoundHill funds with how they've been trading. I mean, I'll keep them in this account, but again, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Bigger AUM, it looks like it jumped from last week. We are up to 655 million and a 50% dividend yield. Pretty insane. I need more stability in the NAV before I go investing crazy amounts of money into this, to be honest. Like I said, I already have a position, which I'll keep, but, you know, I want it to do better. I want it to do better and to be a realistic long-term hold. So last couple of distributions, we had 27.7 cents. We had 23.5 cents. We had 25 cents. And lastly, we had 18 cents. Not bad. It's fallen off a little bit, but this price, they got to fix the price before they fix anything else. I keep comparing QDTE to XDTE because usually they're battling back and forth for the top performer, and QDTE usually comes out on top, I will say. QDTE has higher dividends. XDTE has better price appreciation, which seems kind of funny in this market because they're all really beaten up. But let's check out XDTE and see how it holds up. Not nearly as bad. It's down 19.27%. It's performing 7% better than QDTE, even more than that in just your price, overall price. We can see an average cost of $50.91 and a current price of $41.10. Maybe I should buy more XDTE. I don't know what I'm going to do. Lower AUM of 350 million, still really high compared to a lot of these payers. Dividend yield of 33%, which I believe we've hit a full year Have we hit a full year? I think we have. We definitely are at least almost to a full year. So that's what we've seen. A full year, 33% dividend. Very, very good. Oh, I might buy in more. I don't know what I'm going to do. I might have to do it. But let's jump into the distributions. I keep getting distracted because I'm like, where should I put my money? What should I do? I've been thinking about this a lot in this market. So help me. Don't give out financial advice in the comments. This is not financial advice, any of this. But let me know what you guys are doing and what you're feeling good about in this market, because it helps to think with the positives when everything seems to be red. Last couple distributions, we had 32.5 cents, we had 21 cents, we had 27.5 cents, and 21.5 cents again. So not bad, a little bit better than QDTE, I would say. But we also have our Bitcoin weekly pair, ticker YBTC. I will admit my head has been spinning these last couple of months, it seems, ever since Vegas, which I have content to put out about Vegas. I just haven't done it yet. It takes so long to edit that style of video, guys. I don't know if I can do it. I will. I'll do it. I'm so lazy sometimes. Let's be real. But YBTC. So I don't even know how crypto has been doing. I think it's been doing a little bit better. It's down 16%. We have an average cost of $48.75 and a current price of $40.96. Not bad. Not bad. Honestly, this chart is so much better than a lot of the other ones, but going weekly probably has affected it, so I'm not sure how it's going to do since going weekly, but volume has been up for sure. We can see AUM 150 million, kind of in the middle, and a dividend yield of 52.5%. Very, very solid. I like YBTC. I really do. We have the last couple of dividends. We had 56 cents a share, 32.5, almost 33 cents. Then we had 21 cents and 30, almost 31 cents. So pretty consistent high dividends. And that's what I love about YBTC. The price is better. The dividends have been pretty good. I might have to buy this one in the Roth. I don't have it yet, but maybe I will. Maybe I move RDTE into YBTC. Maybe. But we have our other new contender for the RoundHill top weekly paying ETF, and that is ticker WEEK with its insane 4% a year. A little bit lower, but let's check it out. Say what you will about WEEK. It is the only green in the account, and it probably is going to stay that way for a while. Although I do think it dropped from last week, which is not good. Oof. Flat as can be. I have a full video out about WEEK. It's a lower yield, consistent, based off T-bills. So if you're interested, check that out. AUM 60 million. Dividend yield, it's not going to be accurate yet, but it's a 4% a year. And the price is supposed to stay constant. So this last dividend, no shocker, was 0.078 cents. That's what's been kind of paying out since the beginning, which is good. It's consistent. It's doing what it's supposed to do, which I'm happy about. Let's take a look at our worst performers in the account, our YieldMax ETFs. And the winner of the worst unrealized profit loss is LFGY, which is down 33.75%. This is insane. It's a newer fund, too. I can't even believe it. We have an average cost of $52.98 and a current price of $35.10. Oh, wow. Now, I know crypto's been all over the place. These came out at a terrible time. I'll say that. To give them the benefit of the doubt, these came out at probably the worst possible time in the market in the last 3 years. Like, all seriousness. It's a bummer. It really is. And we have an AUM of 70.5 million and a dividend yield of 18%, which is pretty solid. It's going to be a really high yielder. I would imagine it's probably 70 to 80% because of how high the dividends have been, which I'm bummed that the dividends are amazing, but the price has been terrible, but I don't know how this would perform in a normal market. Last couple of distributions, we had 47 cents, we had 47.5 cents, 42 cents, and 41, almost 42 cents again. So again, good high dividends. That's pretty crazy. I think it is the highest in the account, but they need to fix the NAV issue, which I think they will be able to do when the markets level out. And if that happens, you're going to see it here first. But let's check out their other new fund, which is ticker GPTY. So this is AI and tech versus crypto and tech. LFGY is crypto and tech, GPTY, AI and tech. It's down 24%, a lot better than LFGY. We have an average cost of $50.07 and a current price of $38.13, which is very, very, very meh. I mean, it's not as terrible as some of the others, but it is still a new fund, so it's been trading for less time and has a worse return than a lot of the others. But we'll see. The jury's still out on this one. You got to give them a bit of time to kind of mature and see how they're going to trade. AUM is low, about 20 million, and the dividend yield is It's got to be in the 50-60% range just based off what I've seen so far. Not as high as LFGY, but pretty consistent and pretty decent, I will say. So again, terrible time to come out. LFGY and GPTY were both launched around the same time. And I need to buy CHPY. That's the newest one. Oh my gosh. That's what we're going to do with our other. There's some I haven't bought yet. I think there's RDTY as well. Or is it QDTY? I don't even know. I'm going to buy all the others when we sell the Defiance ETFs. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Let me know in the comments. Should I buy all the new ones? Should I keep Defiance until they convert back to monthly? Let me know. I think Defiance might be dropping because of that news. At least those 3 funds. So, distributions. We had 26.5 cents. We had 27, almost 28 cents. And then we had 26, almost 27 cents, and 23.5 cents. Not bad. Pretty high dividends, but also we got to fix the NAV problem. The market switch might do that. Let's see what comes in the next couple of months. But first, we need to check out ticker SDTY, the newest YieldMax ETF, and it's a 0 DTE strategy, which is very different than their other ETFs. Another terrible time to get launched in the stock market because it's down 18%. Average cost of $50.46 and a current price of $41.35. Wow, I don't know why I can't read. Sometimes after staring at screens all day, it can be tough. So we can see AUM 10 million. It's really low, and people are complaining to YieldMax, like, why are you making more and more of these funds? The AUM is like, people aren't necessarily investing more money into YieldMax. They're moving their money around within YieldMax, which I think is not what YieldMax wants. In fact, I know it's not, because if you didn't know, these funds, they make their money by you holding them, by the expense ratios. And they're all really high expense ratios because writing a daily call is a lot of work. I will say that. There's a reason that they're more expensive. But I don't know. I'd rather see YieldMax kind of focus in, really work on some. These are kind of some higher risk ones, some medium risk ones like SPYT. I love. I wish they would make more like that for sure. Not YieldMax. SPYT is Defiance, but YieldMax specifically, they have a different strategy type. So I don't even know. I don't even know what I really want from them. Isn't that funny? I don't know. I'm complaining, but I don't know. So can you blame me? You can. That's all right. All in all, last couple of distributions for SDTY. It's only been out for, 2 months? Crazy. 31.75 cents, and then we had 21 cents and 27 cents, and now 22, almost 23 cents. Good dividends, good, relatively consistent payer. I'm really interested in seeing how this one performs against QDTE once the market kind of flips back and they're both competing against each other. That'll be really, really cool. Really cool, honestly. So, next, our fan favorite, the newest converted weekly pair, ticker ULTY. Just so you guys know, I really am a fan of ULTY. It is beaten down 9%, but the dividends have been insane. Like, I'm not even joking, absolutely insane. And the reasoning is you can buy a ton of shares for very cheap because it's only $5.75 a share right now. And I bought in at $6.32. So when we look at the chart, yes, it's bad. When it converted to weekly, started looking a little bit better, but it's got an AUM of 202 million and a dividend yield of 191.6%. That's insane. That's absolutely insane. But look at these dividends. Again, $5.75 a share. And the last 4 dividends, it paid out 10 cents, 10 cents, 9 cents, 8 cents. So it has come down a little bit, which is funny because the price did go up. Don't know why that's happening. Kind of an inverted thing there. But all in all, it's paying out some insane dividends. Like, absolutely crazy. And you'll see it on the spreadsheet. It'll definitely be easier to explain it on there. But I'm excited for ULTY, and I might have to buy some. Not even going to lie to you guys. It's looking that good to me right now. Not financial advice. Maybe I'm a little bit biased, but I just like things that make me money. I mean, can you blame me? Can you blame me? Next, we have our 2 fan favorites in the account, YMAG and YMAX. We're going to start with YMAG. The dividends have slowed down, I will say. We are not to a full extra share of YMAG just based off our dividends yet, but it is down 23.77%. It's been tough. Average cost of $18.96 and a current price of $14.45. The crazy thing is we've been buying on like every dip. So wait, if we zoom out, look at this. We buy over and over and over again. So our average cost has come down quite a bit from when we initially bought at what? 19. Yeah, 19. What's our average cost right now? Our average cost is just under 19. So we haven't bought that much, I guess. Overall, I still like YMAG a lot. I still own it in my Roth. We can see it's a $290 million market cap and a dividend yield of 53.5%. Very, very solid. It is a bad chart. But we're dollar cost averaging. If any of these are going to pull out of this crazy market we're in, I think it's going to be YMAX and probably with YMAG right behind it. These things did take a beating, but it is what it is. Last couple of dividends, we can see we had 80.85 cents. Then we had 84 cents. We had 97 cents and 0.97 cents again. So not bad. 0.097. So I mean, like, we're getting 9.3 cents per dividend. So they're lower. It has fallen a little bit. They were paying, no, YMAG's always paid a little bit lower. At one point, it was paying out the insane ones, like around Christmas. It was like, what, 30 or 40 cents or something like that. It was absolutely insane. But, you know, it's what happens. It's what happens. Let's jump into YMAX, our last one on the account, and then we're going to check out our tracking spreadsheet where you can see all of the details in the breakdown. This was the top performer for a long time. YMAX is down 26.3%. We can see we have a current price of $12.70 and an average cost of $17.23. We now have almost, wow, we're already up to almost 6.2 shares. Started with 5 even, and we've been dripping. So it is growing. We are still negative potentially on the position. We'll see that in just a moment, but I can't complain too much. Again, we're buying all the way down. Boom, 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 boom. Same story as YMAG. Higher AUM, 670.5 million, making this the largest just by AUM in the account. It is better than QDTE, which was up to what, 650 million, and a dividend yield of 68.56%, which is insane, absolutely insane. Can't complain too much. Again, this is the market that we're in. We need to watch these rebound, and then we'll see what we can make of that. So last couple of distributions, volume's been pretty good too. Last couple of distributions, we had 15.25 cents, then we had 13 cents, we had 18 cents, and now we've had 13 again. No complaints, no complaints. So I've thrown everything into the dividend tracking spreadsheet, and this is what's going to show us what has made us the most money even in this insane market. I'm going to move through these relatively quickly because it's the same old story. IWMY paid 84 cents, low end. It's not good. QQQY paid 75 cents, again, pretty low, and WDTE paid 57 cents, not bad. WDTE might be the GOAT of the account. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. If they left it weekly, I would probably buy it. Like, I really would. It's the best performer that we've seen. At least it was. Who knows? I don't even know the new numbers. I don't know. QDTE, 54 cents, pretty low. Not happy about that. XDTE, 65 cents, also very low. I know you're thinking, oh, but these were in the 40s, but we bought an extra share mid-March. So this started reflecting 3 shares. This is from 2 shares. So this is pretty low. We have RDTE, 74 cents. Again, pretty low, but not as bad as it has been. Actually, kind of in the middle. RDTE is all over the place, guys. I don't even get it. We have YMAG that paid 58 cents, which is actually pretty good. It's higher than we've seen. It was in the 49s and then it bounced back up, but we're still pretty low. And the thing is, YMAG and YMAX should both be consistently growing. ULTY as well, because we keep buying more and more every time we get paid a dividend. So I don't like that it has come down, but what can we do? YMAX, 79 cents, lower, not terrible, but again, we need to see it growing. It needs to get better and better and better. YBTC, 62 cents. LFGY, 83 cents. GPTY, 47 cents. SDTY, 45 cents. I will say with GPTY, not a great dividend, but LFGY, it's still flirting with the lower end. It was paying out $1.26, $1.50 in the beginning, and then fell into the sub $1, and it needs to stay above 80 cents now, or I'm going to get really upset because I don't like it when they just continually see both the NAV fall and the dividends paid out fall. That's not what we want to see. ULTY, $1.34, the lowest we've seen from ULTY so far. But let's cut some slack. It's only had 5 weeks to really start kicking out those dividends. And WEEK, still not populated, but 8 cents again. It is what it is. That's what we're sitting at. Can't really, it needs to be updated on here. I don't know. I might have to reach out to the developer and see what's going on with the spreadsheet. But let's jump into our dashboard and see exactly how many dividends we've made so far this month. I forgot I'm supposed to show you guys. We can see we had $9.25 in dividends total this week, a little bit down from the last couple of weeks. It's actually our lowest since mid-March. Not great, but let's check the dashboard. We've had $19.61 so far. I don't think we're going to meet our March dividends. I just don't think we're going to get there unless we see some crazy returns, but all in all, we'll see. We'll see. The fields are still messed up because week is not an inputted ticker. I don't know why it keeps messing it up, but we're going to jump into our positions tab and see exactly what's made us the most and what has lost us the most. I just sneezed like 6 or 7 times in a row. That was absolutely insane. My brain feels a lot better and also a lot worse at the same time. But positions tab, everything's updated. So we're going to slide over and cross our fingers. Do we have anything in the green? No. How is week in the red? Oh, it's not. It's not even showing. So week is the only one that is not in the red. ULTY is down 2.2%. But overall, this is not bad, guys. These are making a comeback, which I'm really surprised about. And I know it's funny. I sound like such a YouTube stock guru grifter where I'm like, oh, we're doing great. Look at this. And we're down. Like every position's in the red. But it really isn't that bad. Oh, Kimball. He has to be in every video. Say hi to the people. Say hi to the people. Oh, slipped. He landed on the bed. He's fine. So we have 10.24% down. There's hair everywhere now. Oh my gosh, that cat. IWMY, not great, but it is coming back up. QQQY is down 9.19%, and WDTE down 4.86%. So it was a bad week for WDTE because it was positive last week. I think it was. QDTE is down 9.31%. XDTE comes out on top of QDTE this week, down 8.85%. And we have RDTE down 14.11%. YMAG is only down 3.87%. YMAX is only down 2.04%. So YMAX is the winner for the week, which is crazy for me. I love it. It's just back on top. It's just crazy because it's been the winner so many times. Then, of course, YBTC down only 2.61%. And then we get to the worst ones. We have LFGY down 21.49%. Kimball's making biscuits on my bed right now. We have GPTY down 18.05%. And we have SDTY down 14.43%. ULTY down 2.20%. Moving over, let's see the dividends that have been paid out. Total received, our highest is still YMAX with YMAG. Ooh, we had an upset. IWMY is now better than YMAG, which is very interesting. And RDTE has been capped by QDTE. That's insane. Now remember, QDTE has been trading for longer than RDTE, but I think RDTE was above. Either way, pretty interesting. WDTE still pretty low at 13.51, but a better overall return. It's about to get caught up by YBTC and probably LFGY in a bit here, and maybe even ULTY in a couple weeks here. That's how insane the dividends have been. So all in all, fun week in the account. It's all in the red, but we're in this together, guys. We're going to make it, I promise. Another red week, but things are kind of looking up. It's gotten a little bit better. It's not as bad as it has been, which is a good thing and all you can really ask for in this insane market. I know my stuff has been all over the place, but I really hope you guys are hanging in there. I really do. Again, if you are interested in this type of content, don't forget to like and subscribe and check out Moomoo if you want to open a new brokerage, especially one that has these weekly payers because it's easy to open and they've been super cool. So I really appreciate Moomoo. Shout out to them for helping me with all of this stuff and with getting the tickers on very, very fast. A lot of things are coming, so let me know in the comments what I should do with the money. Should I sell Defiance? Should I not sell it? Should I buy the new one? Should I wait? I'm curious as to what you guys are doing as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, you're going to love these that are popping up on your screen right now. One of which is 10K invested into ULTY to see those insane returns. I highly recommend you check that one out. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video.